Hey guys, so today I am going to tell you how to be a freelance data scientist. And in 2019, data science was kind of the end all be all. Data science was a very, very popular job. Now, 2020 rolls in, it's a little different now. Let me explain what a data scientist does and then explain why this is worth how you can make $100,000 doing it as a freelance data scientist. So there's data scientists for all types of fields, oil and gas. For me, digital marketing, I'm only going to speak about that because I know. Let's say we have an e-commerce client and their website is and their Google Analytics is collecting lots and lots of data. Between a Shopify and maybe their eBay sales, maybe they have another sister store, maybe they're selling on Amazon. There's a lot of data that is collected on the consumer, the customer, who's buying this actual product. How many times do they leave it in the cart and do not buy it? How's email marketing working? How's the SEO going? How's the PPC going? Now there is a ton of data and it's collected, typically it can be exported as a CSV, basically an Excel spreadsheet, and then it has to be analyzed every month. Or at least, if you can afford, you can analyze it every week, but the data dump is just like so big, we do it monthly. And from there, the data scientist has to give actionable items. For example, let's say that every winter, for whatever reason, red shoes sell better at your store. Well, then or this coupon works better, or some optimal way for you to sell more product or have a greater margin. In the case for red shoes selling more, then you should carry more red product. Maybe you want to carry a red bag or more variants of red shoes because you've seen the trend. And you're making your decision based on data that is, obviously current and can be applied in a tangible item. So a data scientist has to offer tangible takeaway item. And it could be the reverse. It could be blue shoes do not sell well in the winter time. And then I'm going to not stock blue shoes because that's an inventory nightmare if I stock something and then suddenly, we have just too much of it. Now, when you talk about, discounts, and this is what I want to know is if I give a 10% discount, will more people buy than if I give 20%? Or if I give free shipping? Which of these discounts does someone want? Let's test it. And every platform is different. So if you're selling on Facebook, it's totally different than selling on Amazon. It's totally different than selling on, Instagram. The audience is you're reaching different audiences who are going to react and behave differently. So a coupon for 20% might be really attractive to people on Amazon, but the people on your website may want from the free shipping. So it's quite possible that different marketplaces react differently or have different behaviors. And that's why a data scientist, because at the end of the day, the point of any business is to sell your product or goods and make as much money as you can. A data scientist tells you what's going right. So when you compare it to a marketer drives traffic, they drive the return on investment, they're trying to drive the sales. But a data scientist says, you know what, we have all these sales, we have to optimize these sales, we have to retain the customers, we have to get new customers in the most optimal way. Maybe Facebook advertising is doing really well and Instagram advertising is not. Well, let's put more budget in Instagram advertising. And so every month I download all the information for my clients and then I dump it in the spreadsheet and then I look at it, or we have somebody, my team member, typically the analytics guy, he will look at it. And it's really good. It's a great career. I think it will be a very important career moving in the future because, again, you're making money. Anytime you can make money for somebody, anytime you can make more money than somebody pays you, plus if you have PPC, then you have to spend money in PPC, you're going to find employment. So let me repeat that again. Anytime you make money for a client, the client is going to employ you. because why would they not? They're making money. And data science is, not the opposite, but it's very tangential to marketing. Marketing, you drive traffic, you drive sales. Okay, we had traffic, we had sales. Now it's up to you, data scientists, to tell us how we can optimize that. How do we get more sales with the same amount of marketing? Or should we increase marketing because we're doing well? Should we decrease marketing? So whenever you look at the raw numbers, it's just giant. I do data science all the time. It's just giant spreadsheets. Now I'm going to talk about why it pays $100,000. So anytime you can deliver 4x, 5x, 10x the return, then that justifies your salary, in my opinion, in digital marketing space. So when a data scientist can either save money by telling you what not to buy, how not to do the coupons, a lot of times the data scientists actually, the takeaways are not we should do X, Y, Z, but we should stop doing X, Y, Z. So many times it's a negative action that the data scientist is going to come back and tell you, hey, you're stocking a lot of this product in this color and it's not selling. Stop doing that, because you can use that money and cash flow it to other inventory items that are selling, that are more profitable or have more margins. Essentially, they're telling you how to make more money based on how you've already made money. So marketing it will jumpstart your sales, but after you get to a certain point and the marketing gets like an engine, it keeps running and running, you need someone to look at that and tell you, hey, I know we're making money, but we could make way more money if we just implemented these action items. That's why a data scientist is very valuable. Now, is a data scientist valuable for a startup business? No, no, because you don't have the sales, you don't have the data. The more sales you have, the more valuable this individual will be to your company. So to a very big company like Amazon, they're really good, they're very valuable. But to a small business, if your sales is like less than $10,000, you probably don't need to hire 100K data scientists, because you're not even making that much money to begin with. So data scientists, because of where they are, it's a very niche category. It was very popular in 2019. In 2020, I'm not sure. Everything has been kind of turned upside down. But in 2019, it was probably one of the fastest growing 100K plus jobs a year. Now, we hired a data scientist. His name was Sterling, and he was really good at what he did. Kind of a weird dude, honestly. And for 2 months, 2 weeks, he just up and left and didn't tell anyone, and he came back. But the guy was a genius at analyzing data and seeing trends. So certain trends are going to repeat itself over and over again, but you can only identify them. And they're very minute trends. This holiday, people buy gifts for moms, even though it's not Mother's Day, but it's something like tangential. Or this holiday, people who are Hindu like to buy this type of flower setting. And we did it for a flower shop, one of the largest flower shops internationally. And it was crazy because all the minute details you have for each holiday and at that time we were exploring discount coupons and what they should look like in terms of graphic design. If you hit them with a red ad or blue ad, do they react differently? And is there actually a tangible thing that you can take away? So data science, I think moving forward and in the future, it's going to be a fantastic job. It pays very well. It's very hard to get into. It's very hard to get good at. You're looking at a bunch of Excel spreadsheets with tons of numbers, tons of fingers, tons of interactions, tons of variance. That's what it is, right? You're looking at variance. And then from that, you have to make the way I do it is we make a PowerPoint, a 10-slide PowerPoint of what we did well, what we did poorly, and what we can improve on based on the data slide. And it's not just the raw data from that month, the previous month, it's also the year over year. So if it's December, we know that's Christmas time. Maybe you got to look at November to see what the trend is, but you definitely have to look at December from last year, right? Because it's Christmas time, it's holiday. So it's not just looking at one month of data and saying, oh, it looks like we're trending up and this is why. You have to look at various months of data that make sense in that context. For Christmas, you would look at Christmas data plus the most recent data to see what's trending for that year. So what's trending last Christmas may not trend this Christmas, but it may have some effect in terms of what type of sales you have to offer. So like the complication of like what percentage do you give your customer in sales during the holidays is a very exact science. It's incredibly maybe I'll show you on a video, a screen share one day, but it's just crunching numbers for hours on end to figure out that 15% where free shipping is the offer that you need to make for this group of people. Then that's why sometimes you see different coupons, right? You see a different coupon, but also the coupons are based on margin. So people make more money selling the product on their website. Amazon takes 20% flat plus shipping, plus storage. So you might not be able to offer someone the exact same coupon on Amazon. So there's a lot of moving parts, and it's up to the data scientists to tell us, okay, we have a loyal customer base. Again, the data scientist's job is not to increase the customer base. That's the marketing department's job. It's to figure out in our current customer base, our current sales, is there a way for us to sell more or make more money via margins? Is there a way that we can offer something that, look at this really interesting nugget of information. How do we apply that and increase, the potential to sell more money, to make more money? Any marketing, any data science is really just to make more money. Anyway, that's it, guys. Bye.